TMI TAG Part 2. The reason I joined YouTube.
We were bored. There's nothing to do here in Arizona.
Yeah, and so we said to ourselves, if we get a camera, we have to stick with this, because we were like spending like
I was broke as a joke back then.
So we were spending a big majority of my money to buy a camera, and we're like, let's do this. And I never thought we would end up, making videos pretty regularly, because I love it. I enjoy doing this.
I enjoy doing it too.
I'm happy that we found something to do with both of us that we like doing.
And we can do it together.
Yeah, exactly.
Fears?
One of my biggest fears is probably being alone. I don't like to be alone, like in terms of not just like being alone, but being alone thinking that you don't have like anybody, like all the people that you love are gone, but you know you're never gonna see them again. Like you're never gonna have those people in your life anymore.
So you're scared of being alone in the future?
Probably, but I don't.
But you have me.
I don't know. Maybe like more emotionally than actually like being
Physically.
alone. Yeah.
One of my fears, I think, is, my fear is death.
Last thing that made you cry.
The last thing that made me cry, and I don't want to like be emotional about it, even though like I don't try to be emotional and I don't like to cry, was actually some bad news that we received last week. And Greg was diagnosed with cancer, but it looks like it's gonna be okay. I don't want to get emotional.
Don't
but I was upset.
He's gonna be fine. He's strong. He's, a great man. He's strong. He's in good health, and he's gonna be fine. I keep telling you that. He's gonna be fine. Mm-hmm. So, that's what made us, I think, both cry.
Last time you said you loved someone.
It's weird because as much as, like, I know that Stephanie and I love each other, we don't really usually ever say, like, I love you to each other. Yeah. I know that Stephanie will sometimes slip it in, like, on the phone. She'll be like, I love you. I'm like, bye.
I don't know why.
It's weird because we never say that to each other, really.
No.
Even though we're, like, sisters. I don't know. We never say I love you to each other. But the last person that I said I love you to was Greg, and that was when we visited him at the hospital last night. So it's weird that I have an easier time saying I love you to other people than I do to Stephanie.
That's really true.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I love you. I'll see you later.
I'm like
Meaning behind your YouTube name.
So we were brainstorming a name for our YouTube, and I don't even know. I was thinking something with fashion, and then I was like, the Fashion Citizen, because we're citizens of... I don't even know how I came up with the name, to be completely honest, and it stuck. And now I kind of wish, now that I'm like, I see other people's like YouTube names, I'm like, man, I really wish I could have come up with something even cooler.
Yeah, I just knew that we were like, we want to incorporate fashion into it.
But the Fashion Citizen, like, what is that?
I know.
Like, what?
It's not even like plural for both of us. Like, we need to take that into consideration.
No, it's like
we're just like, okay, if it's not taken, we'll take it. And now I'm like, okay, whatever.
True.
I was like, you think of something. I think we were watching Glee, honestly,
yeah.
when we were trying to figure it out. And I was like, I'm too into Glee right now to help you pick out a name.
And I got stuck with this one.
The book you're currently reading.
I'm actually in the process of reading a book called Happier, and it's like a self-help book. I really like it. I got it at the thrift store, so that's what I'm reading right now.
Sometimes I read stories on Wattpad, and the chick literature. Yeah.
I didn't know there was a term.
Yeah, I don't know. There's different genres on Wattpad. I know a lot of people read fanfics on there. I started reading After. I couldn't get into it.
That is a lie. You couldn't get into it?
Okay, I read the first After, the After 2, and I started reading After 3, but I couldn't finish it because she's not done with it, and I didn't want to read it until she's done with it, so.
Wow, she's still not done with it?
No, she's not done with it.
You were reading that like last year.
There's 3 Afters.
Last show you watched.
The last show that I watched, the full episode, was the Fashion Fund, which is on Ovation. I think that's what it is if you have it. I know they have it on DirecTV, and it's actually really good. But the last show that I watched today was like the 4th hour of the Today Show with Kathy Lee and Hoda, which I'm not proud to admit because... Like, why am I watching that?
Because it's funny. They're entertaining.
I guess, sometimes.
I haven't watched TV at all today because I just got up and went to school, but I watched the Fashion Fund.
The last person you talked to.
If the last person you talked to is in this room right now, point to them. What? Where are you pointing? Jane, the cat?
No.
No, you.
You.
Relationship between you and the last person you texted.
The last person I texted was this one right here, and she's my sister.
I'm your sister? We don't look anything alike.
Oh my gosh, we're twins.
The last person that texted me was my friend Candido.
Favorite food.
This is gonna sound really bad, but my favorite food, if I had to honestly say an all-time favorite, is the macaroni and cheese and french fries from Golden Corral.
Are you serious?
I know that sounds really disgusting probably, but hands down it's the best mac and cheese and french fries. I like that combo together with a Coke and I'm good to go.
That's your all-time
I would be
favorite
happy if that I could eat that every day. I would be fine.
That, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I love it.
Every day.
Mhm.
I would probably say something I could eat every single day would be platanos.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Oh my gosh, I could eat that every
I thought you
single
were
day.
gonna say McDonald's.
Place you want to visit.
A place that I want to visit that I've never been before is definitely Japan, but if I could visit another place again that I've already been to, it would be London. Well, England in general. UK.
Really?
Yeah, definitely.
Interesting. I would visit. I was thinking of going back to Germany when we went, and there was like that green pasture. Like I would go there because it's so tranquil. The little village that we stayed in, and I got pictures with the purple
The Rhine
flowers.
Valley?
The Rhine Valley in Germany.
Last place you were.
The last place that I was other than here at my house was the gym this morning.
I was at school.
Do you have a crush?
I do not have a crush on anyone.
Me either.
Last time you kissed someone.
The last person I gave a kiss to was like I gave somebody a kiss goodbye, but other than that, I'm like, that's it.
Yeah. I'm kissing.
Like, what?
Last time you were insulted.
I don't really let irrelevant people that aren't in my life insult me. Like the things that people say don't bother me, honestly. But the last time somebody probably insulted me was at work. Like they got mad about something and called me stupid for no reason. But other than that, I'm like, water off a duck's back.
Bye. I think it's the same with me too. This lady, she told me that I was speaking to her in European sizes, and she's like, we're in America, we don't use European sizes, speak English. And I was just like, I'm speaking to you in English. And she got so mad and she went off. So, I mean, I don't really care. It's my job, you know? Like, sorry about it. You're not hurting my feelings.
Favorite flavor of sweet.
I'm not really into sweets, honestly. I'm more of a salty person, so I'm not sure if this counts, but I would say like Sour Patch Kids, or what are those called? Sour worms?
Sour worms?
I don't know what they are, but I like those.
I like anything that's strawberry or caramel.
That's true, you do.
What instruments do you play?
I don't play any instruments. If you consider a launch pad an instrument, which people don't, there's a huge debate. I mean, we could get into it if you want to, but that's basically it.
I can play, like, mildly, I would say, the piano.
The piano! Yeah! She's actually really good at it.
And we played the violin in elementary school,
I
and
still
you
have it.
you did a brief stint playing the cello. She doesn't like when I bring that up, but she was a cello player.
I was the only girl that played the cello.
You were so
And
cool.
no, I wasn't. Everybody made fun of me because they're like, oh, what are you, like, gay for playing the cello? And I'm like, just because I wear boys' clothes and play the cello doesn't mean I'm gay. Like, people were so ignorant back then.
And we played the recorder. That was like a
I could
mandatory
play,
thing.
what song was it? The Titanic one.
Yeah, you could play that
I could play that one. I probably couldn't now, but I could.
Favorite pieces of jewelry.
I would say my favorite piece of jewelry would have to be like any of my earrings, because like I said, I love showing off my ears, because that's like my kind of like jewelry. I don't have like a lot of hair that's like, you know, fancy or anything. I can't do anything fancy like this, so this is like my place to like be fancy.
I don't wear jewelry very often. And
Not as much as you used to.
No, I used to wear like pile
Oh
on.
my gosh, you wear like so many
I
rings
know,
and
no,
so many,
there's-
like you wear the huge watch and like all the necklaces. Jewelry was your thing.
Yeah, but I think one of my favorite things that I own is my Swarovski crystal
That
from
was cool.
Switzerland. The ring that I got when I was in Switzerland, that's like one of my favorite pieces. Every time I wear it, people are like, is that a diamond? I'm like, I would not be walking around here with this diamond if this was real.
Last sport you played.
In high school, I briefly played badminton back in my day.
She was so good. Like, honestly, when we would go at it, like, against each other, I always would lose. I seriously...
You played volleyball.
Played volleyball is not even close, remotely close to what I did. I stood in the back hoping nobody would hit the volleyball to me because one time somebody smacked in my face and broke my Prada glasses. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
It was so bad. My face was red and swollen, and at least I got out of class that day. I got to go to the nurse.
Last song you sang.
So the last song that we sang together was Pompeii by Bastille, and we actually, what is that thing? What are those viners called?
Us,
This
the
is a duo. This is us.
No, it's us. What are you saying? This is us.
I don't know. I don't know the name of them.
Us.
Us the duo?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we try to pretend that we are Us the duo from Vine, and we do covers of songs in our car, and the last one we did was Bastille. It was really on point.
No, it wasn't.
I think we should totally
I don't know the lyrics. You only sing
ew.
that. That's the only part that you do. It's just
That's the
not
only part.
lyrical. I have to sing.
You always take the lead no matter what. You always want to be the lyrics. I always have to be the backup. Always, no matter what. When we did the NFL one too, I had to be the beatboxer in the back, and you have to be the lyrics because you think you have some amazing voice.
I do. Wow.
The truth finally comes out.
Favorite chat up line.
I don't really have a chat up line. I don't know that I ever had one.
I don't usually chat up people. If anything, I'm like, hey, how's it going? That's my go-to line if you come into my place of work. I'm like, hey, how's it going?
Have you ever used it?
I have never used a chat up line or my chat up line because I don't have one.
I don't think I've ever used a chat up line.
I mean, who uses those really? Like,
I
who
think sleaze bags at like dive bars probably use
like
them.
I've never
like, hey baby, are you an angel?
Actually, this guy
Yes.
to one of my managers the other day at work. I kid you not. He went up to her and like walked by her and brushed her ear and was like, "Hey, nice makeup." That was his chat up line. And if that is not the creepiest thing ever, I don't know what is.
Nice makeup.
Like, who does that? But they were like walking past each other, so it's like if I went like that to you. Like, that's creepy.
If some guy compliments me on my makeup, I'd be like, oh, are you a makeup artist? Could you give me tips on how to contour my face?
Last time you hung out with someone.
Most of the time, our hangout spot, we have a few of them. Denny's is one of them,
Yes.
or the buffet where we usually stay there for about like 2 to 3 hours and eat crab legs. So that was the last time we hung out. I mean, we sound really cool right now, don't we?
Denny's and
You can come and hang out with us at the crab buffet or at Denny's.
Casino, Arizona.
Sign up now.
Who should answer these questions next?
So you guys can answer any of the questions that you guys want in the comments below. We hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully we'll do more tags in the future. We just don't like to do like really long ones because we tend to ramble. But we will see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.